Speaking of Jesus, Paul writes in Hebrews chapter 5, verses 8 through 10, "Son though he was, he learned obedience from what he suffered, and, once made perfect, he became the source of eternal salvation for all who obey him, and was designated by God to be high priest in the order of Melchizedek." This morning on 10 with Tom, we start a series on the Village Church at World Golf Village's Facebook page titled, "Obey God Regardless." The rewards of obedience are awesome, but sometimes the process is agonizing. Isn't that so true of so many good benefits in life? Think about losing weight, or becoming healthier, or learning a new language, or just working hard as a student to improve your grades. No pain, no gain, right? Even though Jesus was God's Son, he learned obedience from the things he suffered. In this way, God qualified him. Before God promotes you to a position of usefulness in his service, he qualifies you. We admire the faith of Abraham, who took his son Isaac up Mount Moriah and laid him on the altar. But the story doesn't make sense until you read the first verse in the chapter. Let's go back to Genesis 22. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. What did God test? Abraham's faith, Abraham's obedience. And when he passed the test, God told him in verses 15 through 18, "The angel of the Lord called to Abraham from heaven a second time and said, 'I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me.'" Understand that when you pray and ask God for success, you are inviting him to test your faith and obedience. God probably won't test you at the same level that he tested Jesus or Abraham, but tests do come, and it is often the smaller tests that prepare us to handle the bigger assignments in God's kingdom. In the Screwtape Letters, C.S. Lewis's senior devil talks to his nephew Wormwood about their mutual enemy, the Lord. "Do not be deceived, Wormwood. Our cause is never more in danger than when a human, no longer desiring, but still intending to do our enemy's will, looks round upon a universe from which every trace of him seems to have vanished, and asks why he has been forsaken, and still obeys." The obedience that God desires from us today is obedience that rises above our feelings and our circumstances and says, "Yes, Lord." Pastor Allen will continue this series tomorrow, and I hope you'll join us. Primetimers, our senior adults group, is beginning their events for 2022 and 23 by having a fall potluck lunch at the church this Friday, September the 23rd at 12 p.m. Please bring your favorite fall dish and your event ideas for the next year. You can RSVP to Judy or Randy DeLeese or contact the church office. Our Fall Ladies 7-week Bible study will begin in person on Tuesday, October the 4th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. in room 101. They will be going through Lisa Harper's How Much More? Discovering God's Extravagant Love in Unexpected Places. The cost is $17 for the book, and you can contact Barbara Fitopoulos or the church office if interested. Hunger Fight is returning to the Village Church on Sunday afternoon, October the 16th, and the event is scheduled for 2 to 4 p.m., and so we invite you to come out and have a wonderful day with the team from Hunger Fight. We also want to invite you to join us for our Fall Festival on Friday, October the 21st, starting at 5 p.m. with music, barbecue, ice cream, games, and a movie at 7:30 p.m. The cost will be $5 per person, and all proceeds will benefit the Tocoi Creek football program. Come show the kids that we support them. We also Want to let you know that we're looking for folks who are willing to shovel and pull weeds and rake the volleyball court. They've already been sprayed with weed killer and they're ready to go. So if there are some folks out there that want to help with that project and get it ready for the 21st, we'd love to hear from you. Also, I want to say thank you to Randy and Judy DeLeese for donating the computer monitor for our Wild Wednesday after school program for middle schoolers. We are currently using as many as 6 computers for homework help for our students. And if you're willing to help students, especially in geography, world history, or math, let me know. Homework help is available for our middle schoolers each Wednesday from 3:15 to 4 o'clock. And finally, our Operation Christmas Child mission trip for people aged 13 and up has finally, all the details have finally been worked out. The trip dates, trip 1 will leave on Tuesday, November the 22nd at 5 o'clock, and they'll return late night on Saturday night, November the 26th. That'll be a great opportunity for families to go together over the Thanksgiving holiday. Trip 2 will leave on Sunday, November 27th. That'll be at 5 p.m., and they will return on Thursday, December the 1st, again, late evening. And so that'll be a great trip for homeschool students and senior adults and anybody who doesn't have to be at work that week after Thanksgiving. Our work details for the week, we are going to be on our feet the entire time, minus some breaks. And there are a very limited number of sitting areas that are available with jobs other than shoebox processing. We would encourage people that want to go to bring soft mats to stand on, as those will help out with your feet because the floors are concrete and very unforgiving. The schedule for trip 1, they're going to work on Wednesday, November 23rd from 2 to 10 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday, November 25th and 26th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Trip 2's work hours, Monday, November the 28th, they'll work from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesday, November 29th from 10 to 4, Wednesday, November 30th from 10 to 4, and Thursday, December 1st, they'll work from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. For fun stuff, Trip 1 will include the Billy Graham Library on Wednesday, a Thanksgiving Day of Exploration of Charlotte on Thursday, an evening event on Friday, and a celebration dinner on Saturday night. Trip 2 will include evening activities on Tuesday and Wednesday, and a visit to the Billy Graham Library on Thursday. As far as meals, we eat breakfast at our hotel. We go out for 1 meal a day and either eat during breaks at the center, which is Chick-fil-A or Domino's Pizza, or we pick up food for break time at Walmart. On our off days and travel days, we generally eat 1 moderately priced sit-down meal and 1 fast food meal. So that's what you can expect there. Lodging, the group will stay at a hotel near the processing center in Charlotte. The exact hotel will be determined after we know exactly the size of our group. The cost for the trip, you can figure it out this way. The hotel will be about $100 per room per night. So obviously the more people in a room, the lower the cost per person. The church pays for all the rooms at once to get a discounted rate, and then team members can square up with the group leader once we have the exact rates. For meals, plan for about $25 per person per day. Transportation, the church budget will pay for the transportation costs. And activities, we generally try and keep our activity expenses around $50 per person or less. If we find a higher priced event, we usually complement it with no cost or low cost activities throughout the week. Bottom line, if the group stays 4 nights, the total shouldn't be more than $400 per person, though it could be much cheaper depending on how many stay in a room together. 4 people in a room should drop the cost to a maximum of about $300 per person. Students who attend without their parents will be put in a room with a youth leader, and due to insurance regulations from working in a warehouse environment, students must be at least 13 years old. There are no exceptions to that rule. As you pray about your involvement with Operation Christmas Child, if you have further questions, don't hesitate to let me know. We hope to have the team assembled by the end of October, so our sign-up deadline is going to be October the 23rd. So it's hard to believe that we've been doing this since 1996, working with the folks at Operation Christmas Child in their warehouse processing center, and so I hope you get a chance to be a part of our team this year. So that's all we've got for you today. Have a great week, and I will see you on Friday.